Hey everyone, welcome to another Pioneer video here on Magic Arena. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and there's a link to my Coffee account in the description. If you're able to help the channel that way, then it is greatly appreciated. So today we are running some Rakdos artifacts. So this is a kind of artifact sacrifice style deck that's looking to kind of burn the opponent out. So the new card that we're road testing today is Weapons Manufacturing. So this is a 2-mana enchantment, 1 and a red from Edge of Eternities. It says whenever a non-token artifact you control enters, create a colorless artifact token named Munitions. When this token leaves the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. So the idea behind this deck is you have a weapons manufacturing in play. You have something like an Oni-Cult Anvil, which gives you a kind of repeatable sacrifice outlook for artifacts. There are other things that can do that as well, like Lethal Demolition, Deadly Dispute, but essentially every time you're doing that with the weapons manufacturing active, you're basically getting a free shock to either target at the opponent's face or to kind of deal with whatever threat they have on the board. Obviously, when you combine something like a Munitions with a Shrapnel Blast, you're suddenly doing 7 damage to the opponent, and that can get pretty spicy. So yeah, it's a pretty simple idea. And then we got kind of some value artifacts, so Grim Baubles, Experimental Synthesizer, which can help us both draw some additional cards, but also get some creatures into play. And then Clockwork Percussionist, Implement of Combustion. So we don't have a huge number of ways of basically like attacking the opponent down. We are kind of relying on our combos to do that. Obviously, Lethal Demolition, when we target our own artifacts, creates some goblin tokens. So we will have some creatures, but we're often relying on a sort of anvil loop with weapons manufacturing and various other things to close out the game for us. Some interaction with Torch the Tower. It kind of synergizes as well quite nicely with the munitions if you can bargain them away. And then yeah, so there's a lot of one drops and 2 drops, and then at the top, just jumping all the way to 6, we've got 2 copies of Rottenmouth Viper, which is a mythic from Bloomburrow. 6/6 Elemental Snake. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you may sacrifice any number of non-land permanents. This spell costs one mana less for each of those permanent sacrifice, so you can kind of do a big turn of sacrificing artifacts and kind of massively reduce this cost. And whenever this creature enters or attacks, you put a blight counter on it, and then for each blight counter on it, each opponent loses 4 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent or discards a card. So this can very quickly run away with the game, particularly if you can get it down quite early. The opponent doesn't have an answer for it, then yeah, they will lose quite quickly. 4 life is not nothing, and if it's not doing that, then it's obviously taking away their permanents or stripping their hand. So yeah, a couple of copies of that. Again, if you can sacrifice like 5 munitions when you play this for 1 mana, well, that's a pretty good time. Who knows if we'll ever actually kind of pull something that good off, but we'll see. In terms of the mana base, relatively low number of lands. I think this is 22. Some dual lands, as you'd expect. 3 copies of Treasure Vault, just as, again, another artifact generator. A couple of basic lands, and then we are running a copy of Midgar, City of Mako, which is one of the Final Fantasy adventure lands. Is a tap land, unfortunately, but its adventure does let us sacrifice an artifact or a creature to draw 2 cards, so probably worth a go. In terms of the sideboard, so we got Fatal Push just for some more early interaction. Soul Guide Lantern we're going to be using to attack the opponent's graveyard. Hopefully also an artifact that we can sacrifice. Thoughtseize, so yeah, a lot of 1 drops. Then we got 2 copies of Tarian's Journal. So again, this is a sacrifice outlet, or sacrifice enabler rather, that can sacrifice our artifacts, draws a card, and then we can transform the Tarian's Journal later on if we do want to get back Viper or whatever it is. And then some additional punch for our sacrifice abilities with a couple of Mayhem Devils as well. So yeah, this kind of has some similarities to Rakdos Sacrifice and the old Rakdos Artifacts deck that used to exist. But yeah, Oni-Cult Anvil is back, weapons manufacturing, giving some extra power to it. So yeah, interesting new build. So yeah, that's the deck. Let's take it onto the ladder. Yeah, this looks like a good hand to me. Decent. I mean, it's okay. The experimental synthesizer will hopefully get us where we need to be. I don't think we're playing anything turn one. I think we'll just chill on Torch the Tower. Okay. Yeah, Torch doesn't do much here, but that's okay. So yeah, let's just play our weapons manufacturing. Looks like the opponent's on mono red. So yeah, the Munitions does combo quite nicely with Torch the Tower. Just gives us that 3 damage that we might need. Yep. So yeah, this will work out quite well. Obviously take some damage in the meantime. I think let's fire off the experimental synthesizer. Okay, another weapons manufacturing is actually quite good. Sadly, I don't think we can afford to just wait with the Ember Heart because it generates too much value by itself. So yeah, I think we're going to have to sack the Munitions, deal 2 damage to the opponent. Yeah, Deadly Dispute's good. Okay. So it should be able to take out both or all of their creatures here. So I think we can open with a Clockwork Percussionist. Then Deadly Dispute and Munitions. Use that to take down their Manifold Mouse. So we got some options here. I think let's Torch the Tower on their Heartfire hero, sacrificing Munitions. And we'll take down the etchings while we're at it. Don't want another land, I don't think. I think we can just chill for a turn. We are on 11, which is not terrible. Screaming Nemesis, yeah, that's where the problem is, I think, here. Yeah, I'm going to need something to answer that. I'm not entirely sure what that's going to be at this point in the game, so we will figure it out later. Do they want to attack, is the question. I mean, I could sack the synthesizer. To use Torch the Tower, so I go to 8. I wouldn't be able to get any more life. I think that's the right thing to do. No, I'll sack the Percussionist, actually, and leave the... What does this do? Whenever a non-token artifact. So yeah, it does trigger off the treasure vault. So I'll take the 3 here. Yeah, let's Deadly Dispute the Munitions, draw some cards. Clockwork Percussionist can come down. Am I just going to sack everything here? I think I probably am. Yeah, so we'll attack. Add black mana. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the opponent's now being blighted. Still play the Percussionist next turn, which is not the worst. Yeah, that's not going to do it. So we've got another Munitions. We'll blight them again. That's quite risky. If I draw anything that can sack this Munitions, they die. Yeah, Implement of Combustion will do it. Okay, that's quite spicy. The deck did well there. Okay, so definitely want Fatal Push against this opponent. What do I want to get rid of? Maybe just Implement of Combustion on the draw. I think that seems a reasonable configuration for what we're up against. Yeah, good first game against the Mice package. Munitions as an answer to just lots of different creatures in one go is pretty spicy. Okay, well, we'll hold up a Fatal Push for whatever it is they play. If I'm taking one here. They play like a Manifold Mouse or something. Yep, okay, I can push that quite happily. This is interesting this turn. I think playing Manufacturing again is the right thing to do. Gives us this might be a pretty painful turn if they have like, yeah, Screaming Nemesis. Okay, well, Treasure Vault gives us something. We'll start there. And maybe fire off a Synthesizer. Another Deadly Dispute. Well, we could just play the first one, I suppose. Munitions, that can kill their Swift Spear. Under a lot of pressure here, unfortunately, because of this Nemesis. Yeah, I think we may be too slow for this particular game. So yeah, Bone Crusher, go to 5. Well, Demolition gives me some blockers, I suppose. And then there's the Viper as well. let's... fire off our things again. We'll blow up the munitions, destroy their... Then I think we're probably looking to just play Viper. I think we can sack one, two, three things here. Get some blight down. Obviously, we're very dead to like a monstrous rage, but you know. Okay, maybe monstrous rage is not on the table. Fine, so they're not attacking, which is good. What are we doing here? I think we can Midgar, sacrificing one of our tokens. Another Viper. Yeah, that's not doing much right now. I can't attack. So yeah, I think this is just a pass the turn moment. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's another 1 damage. Four is pretty perilous. Are they going to get frisky with their nemesis? Nope. Okay. In which case I shall deadly dispute one of my treasure vaults. More land. No, thank you, please. Yeah, something like a fatal push would be ideal here, but I seem to be drawing blanks. Maybe just get another Viper down. We'll just pay the 5. Okay. This is starting to prove to be a particular problem. Yeah, there's not much I can do in this situation. Just endless land. So I could Shrapnel Blast. Midgar isn't going to do anything for us. I mean, we're not technically dead, I suppose. But, like, what are we even doing at this point? Just kind of waiting for the opponent to kill us. Really just need them to, like, tap out. Just attack and kind of go for it. Yeah, alright. Double strike. Okay, I can live with that. Fine. Okay, so we got some options here. Which I think is... I assume that they have, like, Monstrous Rage, but I'm going to try chumping... I'll chump here to sack. Chump here, eat these two. And just see what they do. Shrapnel Blast that. Sacking our treasure. Could have done this at end of turn, but like if they have a spell, they have a spell, so. Okay, that's something. So I get hit by the Nemesis, which takes me to 3. Now what have they got? Okay. Well, let's start with a Deadly Dispute. Oh, that's an enchantment, isn't it? That's really annoying. Yeah, Deadly Dispute's a bit of a dead card here. But if I attack, I blight them twice. Which does get rid of all their stuff. So hang on, let's work this out. So I attack, they have to sack. Yeah, I think they just lose here, don't they? Because they can't block both my Vipers. Oh no, because the Heartfire hero dies and I take 3. Yeah. No. No, I drew so many blanks there. That is a shame. But yeah, just so much land was kind of ridiculous there. Oh well, I think this is quite a good configuration. Yep, this is a good opening hand. Start with the Clockwork Percussionist. Get Oni-Cult Anvil down. Does this work? You may play it until the end of your next turn. So yeah, I think I'll start the train with this. And the life gain is pretty spicy. Emberheart Challenger, sure thing. So yeah, I can deal with that. So I'll attack. Fire up Torch the tower. Sacking this. I'll say no to the Treasure Vault. I think I've got enough land. Another Emberheart, sure thing. No blocks. Okay, well, I'll stick a Grim Bauble into play. Try and take down their Emberheart Challenger. Okay. Respond with a Torch the tower. I think we'll sack this. I'll hold up my Shrapnel Blast. Okay, Heartfire here I can live with. So yeah. I think I'll blow this up now. Okay, that's something. So, deadly dispute that. Really feel like we can be doing better here, to be honest. The draws I've had have been pretty bad. Go to 8. Ta-dum. Okay, we'll keep doing the thing. Sack one of these. Okay, Gleeful Demolition's not bad. So yeah, let's target our own treasure token here. Get ourselves some 1/1s. Sure thing. Pass the turn. Yeah, go on. Have it if you got it. No? Okay, I'll take that. Weapons manufacturing, eh? Okay, well, let's play that. I think we'll sack our Clockwork Percussionist. Another weapons manufacturing. Yeah, that's pretty good. So we're getting towards being able to do something here, but we are still only on 8 life. Yeah, I'll throw one of these away. God, what have they got in a hat? Okay, they're just going after my face again. That is the worst thing we could have drawn. Got so unlucky these second 2 games. It really has been quite ridiculous, to be honest. Yep. Okay, well, that's something. So we can Oni-Cult Anvil. Trigger the weapons manufacturing. Can I do enough here? So this is... I think I can do enough to survive, because I can sack this. Target the opponent. Then I've got another weapons, then I've got another token available to me. I mean, this is all pretty speculative. Okay, well that's not going to help. So I could sack that, I would... Yeah, so they're going to do 2 damage to that. Yeah, I think I'm pretty dead here. Let's try it anyway. Yeah. No, my draws were awful, unfortunately. Yeah, couldn't quite get there. Okay, shake that one off. Yep, this seems decent. Oni-Cults to get the engine online. Okay, humans. Humans is fine. So yeah, let's kill Kithian. Play Implement of Combustion. They're trying to work out what I'm doing. Portable hole. Okay, I can live with that. Right, let's start. Shrapnel Blast is a good draw, I think. Okay, I don't hate seeing that, if that's all they're doing this turn. Let's start with a synthesizer. Torch the tower is pretty good. So I'll get the lieutenant out the way. Stick another Oni-Cult down. Start the engine going again. Say go. I'll put a stop on the upkeep just in case we want to scry with Grim Bauble. I don't think we do. Okay. Yeah, you can have that. No blocks. Okay, quite like another synthesizer. So let's play one, see what we can get off the top. Another torch the tower. Well, we may as well use them. Keeping their board nice and under control here. Stick one of these in the anvil. Yep. Say go to the opponent. So it looks like they are running mono white. They've just got some Cavern of Souls, which makes sense. They don't need it for the mana fixing, they're just using it for the uncounterability. Not a relevant consideration in this matchup. But they seem to be stuck on land, which is good. So ping them with the implement. Yes, please. I think I can Gleeful Demolition my own bauble here. Or just chill with the other anvil. Okay, they got 3 now, so this could be something like an Adeline. But I think with Shrapnel Blast, I don't think it's going to make a huge amount of difference now. Until end of turn. Okay. Fine. That's all fine. It's fine. Well, that's fun. Doesn't work, but it's fun. Okay. Well, let's stick our synthesizer in. I don't technically need to do any of this, I suppose, but I mean, hitting Torch the Tower off synthesizer does seem to be the dumb thing today, doesn't it? Do I show them the Shrapnel Blast? I might as well. Okay. Good game 1. Humans definitely requires Fatal Push and Mayhem Devil. I think we can probably do without the Vipers in this matchup. I could probably ditch the implements as well. I think that seems fine. Viper, yeah, Viper's okay, but they probably have answers to it, and just snagging 1/1 drop doesn't feel great. Didn't even need the weapons manufacturing there. Yeah, this is another good hand. Again, no weapons manufacturing, but I think with Mayhem Devil it's a snap keep. Okay, well, let's just start killing their humans as they play them. I don't mind trading 1 for 1 when I'm on the draw. Adeline's quite annoying here. Okay, Coppercoat Vanguard's fine. We'll start with Synthesizer. That's quite annoying. That's very annoying, actually. Fine. Fatal. I'll torch the tower on their Coppercoat. Play a land. Let the anvil go. Which I don't love, because it gave me a sack outlet. Warden is fine. Yeah, I would like to be able to kill that. This being a colourless land was just annoying in many different ways there. So they can use the Warden's ability now. Which is fine. Again, I've got an answer to that. But... oh, now you come out to play. Am I playing Mayhem Devil here and just hoping I can keep it alive for a turn? I think that's fine. And I'll hold up push as well. For source, which is... that's quite annoying. It blanks my Mayhem Devil. How dare you? Ugh. Flippin' outrageous. Okay, in which case I'll simply fire up my synthesizer. Oh no! Two damage? Ugh. It feels so much worse. You can't do that. Who? Anyway. I suppose it makes sense against a ping deck. That's quite good as well. Oh dear, oh dear. It's all gone horribly wrong. Right, let's take out Thalia. Doesn't really matter. God, what's this one for? I can decline to pay that one. Pay that one. No, thank you. I'm furious. Absolutely furious. You can't do this to me. I guess they can. Okay, I'll throw one of my percussionists under there, because if I draw like a fatal push, I'm actually not out of it. I won't do it. Oh, they kept it on top. Well, that's fun. Yikes. Shrapnel Blast doesn't help much either. It's a 6/7. Okay, that's something. So let's get that out of the way. Now, Shrapnel Blast I could use against this Lieutenant, maybe. And that clears their creatures out of the way for a turn. Oh no, I can't, because I've got to pay the toll. Pay the toll. Can't pay the toll. What a mess. fine. Chump. Double block takes 7. That goes off. Another land, you say? Nope. Okay. Very rude. Okay, I am going to put in the Viper now. Take out 1 Shrapnel Blast, 1 Synthesizer. Do better. Manufacturing would be such a nice card against this opponent, but I just don't seem to be drawing it. Okay. Well, that's something. So let's start the ball rolling. Okay, that's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. However, the shortage of land is going to kill me if I don't draw something soon. Okay, I can live with that as a turn. Nice, okay. Right, well, let's start doing the thing. So I'll kill the lieutenant. Have myself a 1/1. And yeah, Viper's coming down soon. These lands have been a bit painful. Don't have a huge amount of life. Largely self-inflicted. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll take the 3. Learn to live with it. Oh, how am I going to do this, actually? Yes, I think... yes, let's Fatal Push the Lieutenant. They'll respond by sacking the bodyguard, presumably. No? Okay, that's fine. In which case, I shall sack the munitions. Get rid of the bodyguard. Don't think I'm playing the Viper quite yet. I might throw the Percussionist under their Novice Inspector if they attack. So I do want myself a Deadly Dispute. And a land that isn't a pain land. Okay, they've got the Scour for thingamajiggamajiggamajig. Yeah. Okay, can you stop? That'd be really great if you could just not. Okay. In which case I shall take the block. Land. For once in my life, could I have a land? Apparently I can't. Breathe. Okay. Let's take this down. Take out their lieutenant. Now they get another go. Fine. I mean, it's not fine, but, you know, I'll learn to live with it. Okay, so I think I'll just chump. I think I'm just going to have to take quite a lot here. So I'll stick this in the anvil. Jesus Christ. Yep, no, dead. Yeah, two frustrating matches there. I feel like if just a little bit better off the top of the library and would have been okay, but that's the way it is. Yeah, this one seems fine. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm pretty happy to kill that with a Grim Bauble. Obviously, it doesn't get rid of it for hugely long, but long enough. Relentless Debt, huh? That's fun. When this creature dies, you may pay X. Yeah, I think I was fine to leave it alive for the moment, but I think let's start my train of stuff rolling. So opponent's throwing an Orzhov Zombies deck by the look of it. Whenever another creature you control enters, fine. Fine for fine, fine, fine. I think I'm going to need to kill that. I think we ping with the Oni-Cult. I think I'll hold up Deadly Dispute, actually. It's more mana efficient. It's fine. It's a pretty good move. Okay, neither of those is particularly deal-breaking. See what Synthesizer can get for us. It's pretty good. Yeah, let's do it this way, I think. Pass the turn. Another Corpse Knight. Okay, well... I mean, the Anvils are doing good work for us here, but eventually we're going to run out of... You know, they will start doing us quite a lot of damage. A Percussionist isn't bad. So play that. Stick it in an Anvil. It's quite good. Pass the turn again. Still on 20 life. It's not the worst. I get a 2-2 out of that, which is fine. Can start killing their Corpse Knights now. So yeah. Pop the Vault into play. Gleeful Demolition my Synthesizer. Which will allow me to torch the tower on this other Corpse Knight. Okay, this is all working out quite well. Yep. Okay, so the opponent's probably got lots of ways of bringing stuff back, so I think I do want Soul Guide Lantern, Mayhem Devil and Fatal Push in this matchup. Not sure I want Viper. Torch the Tower's fine. Grim Bauble's okay, but probably not essential. Shrapnel Blast can go. I think I can trim one Gleeful and one Implement as well. Yeah, that seems fine against zombies. Fine. Combust. I can take my Oni-Cult here. I will get lots of redraws. And the Mayhem Devil's potentially quite spicy. Slasher's good. I don't really have a good answer for that right now. Fatal Push without turning anything on. It's not going to do it. So I could... Well, let's start by synthesizing and see what happens. Okay, Gleeful Demolition gives me some blockers at least, so something. So yeah, blow up my own synthesizer. Play Soul Guide. Now I can just throw a 1/1 under it every turn. Fine. 2 damage I don't care about. Stopping the slasher, that's the important thing. Yep. Okay. That's not going to help. Well, I suppose Mayhem Devil is at least a blocker for one of them. Takes it off the battlefield for a couple of turns. I see. Okay, not sure there's a huge amount I can do about that. Yeah, that's going to have to go. It's got Ward as well, which is pretty sad. Makes my Mayhem Devil pings on it pretty bad. I mean, if I could draw like a Fatal Push, or, you know, maybe just another land, that would be fine. So, Soul Guide, ping this for 1, and I'll ping that for 1, Deadly Dispute my synthesizer, ping it again. Does come back, but you know, that's future Nick's problem. Nah. Still, I can't torch that this turn, so is it worth torching at all? Don't think so. Well, I could torch the something else. The something else. That's a technical term. No, I think we're just playing synthesizer. Am I dead? I think I look pretty dead, don't I? Suppose if I... Yeah, I'm dead. Well, actually no, I'm not. Because I'll blow that up. Kill the Dread Wanderer. I don't love where we're at, folks. Chump block that. Okay, okay. So let's sack that, ping that, pay the ward, Get my Mayhem Devil back. Now, sack. So I can, at this point, just pay 1, sack that, get 2 more Mayhem Devil pings to take that out. Give me a treasure, which I think I'll hold on to. Return. Say go. It's all looking quite dicey. But you never know what you might draw. Okay. I'm going to throw a devil under that, unfortunately. That doesn't help. Okay, well, you can blow yourself up. Play weapons manufacturing. Play clockwork percussionist. Now we live another turn, just. I've got nothing. Now, do I trade with the slasher? I think I do here, because I've now got weapons manufacturing. Oh look, more land. That's fun. Okay, there's a fatal push, which can get rid of their champion. It's got vigilance, yeah. Okay, still alive. Maybe they could draw a land for a turn or something, I don't know. Just an idea. Take the 2 here. Or I could instead. I'm fine either way, to be honest. This is no one's idea of a good time. Great. Land. Fine. Okay. Grimbauble back in. Lethal Demolition all the way out. And we go again. Yep. Can't yet play Oni-Cult Anvil, but we'll worry about that in a minute. It's never just a 1-drop, is it? At least I can draw 3 cards with this Deadly Dispute. And that'll die to a bauble. for 1. Claim a Soul Guide. Exile their Wayward Servant so it doesn't come back. Be off with you. Truly unstoppable. I think this is fine. Just kill it now. It'll come back, but not for a... See, I could have exiled it there, but I don't think it's worth it. Mayhem Devil I like. We can get that into play now. Don't think we're quite needing to crack the lantern yet. That's fine. That's less fine, but actually not a huge problem. Oh, I can solve this problem quite easily. Yeah, that's slightly awkward for them. Never mind. So yeah, that Dark Salvation probably has cost them the game. Probably. I don't say it with any confidence. They've still got 3 cards in their hand. Oh, I can't sack it, can I? Bleh. Words. That's a colourless land. Pay attention. That's fine. I need a removal spell for that again now then. Just all of this has happened before. All of it will happen again. Yep, just like that. Just like that. Okay. Let's fire off the synthesizer. Deadly Dispute the Percussionist. Play another Percussionist, just so I've got the 2 blockers in case they remove one of them. Fine, take 2. They do not have a removal spell, it seems. Ping their Dread Wanderer. And again, feels like we've got enough on the defense to hold off their slasher for a turn. 2 of them I don't like. Yeah, they're still not attacking, which is good. Soul Guide's quite good. Yep, so I'll play that. So for munitions, get rid of that Dread Wanderer. Okay, can I get rid of... Yeah, I can get rid of that Slasher now, I think. Or can I? Do I have any other way of sacking the... I don't think I do, actually. So we'll leave it for another turn. Fire off the Soul Guide Lantern, draw a card. Okay, Anvil number 2's fine. Now next turn we do have a way of doing that, so... can just chill for a turn. Don't think they're going to get through all 5 of my blockers. Yep, sure. Yeah, I'll chump block you this time. Crack the bauble for some scries. Yeah, I'll take the torch to the tower. That is what we wanted to see, so target that. Sack the munitions. Munitions killing Relentless dead. Paying the ward. No, thank you. Bring Mayhem Devil back. And we can start the cycle here. Ping that. Attack for lethal. Very good. Okay, that's a bit more like it. Deck was able to actually perform the way it's supposed to there. Drew a mix of land and spells. What a novelty. So yeah, it's a bit of a fragile little interaction, I think. The weapons manufacturing is obviously quite cute, but not a kind of massive win condition by itself, I would say. Or a particularly resilient one, I should say. But yeah, interesting to try out, nonetheless. Oh, we got a vault opening. Oh, it's all coming up Millhouse today. If only any of those were any good. Oh well, we'll open the vault. Yeah, that was an interesting little deck. Yeah, weapons manufacturing looks good. As I said, I think most of the versions I see is run 3 Vipers. I just didn't want to spend the extra Mythic Wildcard, which I think probably is the right balance. Probably stick the other Viper in if I was to do this again. Try and play the deck more kind of competitively. But yeah, no, it didn't do badly. Some neat little interactions. Folded a little bit to basically some bad draws, but yeah, feel like we've had a couple of videos in a row where we've had decently performing decks which have been slightly hampered by unlucky top decking, but that's the way it goes. So yeah, not too bad at all. Anyway, here's the deck list one more time. It's in the description as usual, so thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and contribute to the coffee account if you can. And I'll see you next time.